Hello, everybody. Yeah, I have this plane. It's an Edge from Doroshenko models. This is a V version. It's brand new. I made a video, flying video, and 2 pictures. Posted it on Facebook, and then I got the request, hey, from Jeffrey Sanford, I think. Hey, could you maybe make another one showing some more details of it? And I said, yeah, sure, why not? I mean, I look a lot of these and watch a lot of these YouTube videos and get knowledge from other guys. So why not pushing this one a little bit out here, this model? Because yeah, I think I like it. It's super, yeah, very impressively built. Has nice flying capabilities, and yeah, that's why I like it, of course. Okay, so this is my living room. In my workshop, it's too messy, and this is the Edge, an F5j model from Doroshenko models in Ukraine. They actually have 2 versions of it. One is with the cross tail and then this V-tail version. I got the cross tail version in, I think 2019, 2020 something. And it's very capable. At that point, I don't want to emphasize it too much. It's just I used the cross tail version in 2020, and we had a small Danish nationals championships in F5j, and actually I managed to become number 1 with this aircraft. And I was flying it for 5 years now. It's still alive. I'm not always flying F5j. Actually, after I made the champion, I thought I will stop at the top, and I had a long break. And then this year, in the beginning, and also last year at the end, I said, okay, let's try it again. And when I came to the first contest, I saw that, wow, there happened a little bit again with these aircrafts, and the light versions are so much more capable in light conditions that the Edge with my cross tail, which was a light version, but it has a flying weight of around 1270 grams, 1,270 grams. It's still super good, and as soon as there are thermals, no worries. It's not the model, it's pilot. But when it's going to be really weak, then of course there are some disadvantages, of course. So the lighter, I guess, the better it is. So that was the reason why I decided to order this one here. And unfortunately, it turned out that this is the lightest version I could get, and I was hoping about 1,100 grams flying weight. Now I've been out on the field 1 day, so I flew only a couple of times, and that was also the video I referred to in the beginning. And flying weight here is, depending on the battery I use, 1,160 with a light battery setup, and then you add up the batteries. Yeah, so let's go a little bit into what I did here, or how it looks like. This is how it is. Pretty much usual stuff. The entire front part is carbon fiber, which maybe is not the best thing, so you need to take the antennas out. Right now I have a very reasonable, simple ESC from Reisenauer, or let's say ICE. And I will change that, and I come to it a little bit later. Why? It works flawlessly, no problem, but I have some other problems. Then the engine, it's a bit funny. It's a super old one, Mini AC Extreme with a gear of 6-1, and I don't think you can buy it any longer. But the funny thing is that according to eCalc, and I haven't measured yet, but it tends to be quite accurate usually. It's only delivering 177 watts in this configuration with 3S, and you cannot push it higher up. The engine is really small and lightweighted. It's with gear 77 grams, I guess, and it's still capable to take this up. And I would say take it up to 200 meters within 30 seconds. Should be no problem, but then you need to climb, get some sort of max climb from the beginning, I guess. So it's not super powerful, but it's powerful enough to bring this thing here in the air. So that's nice. Yeah, the wing is full carbon fiber, very lightweight fabrics. These special stuff. Then you have enforcements. This is just tape, but you have enforcements. I don't know if you can. Yeah, you can see it here, and here you also see the first dents I made because this is very delicate. But yeah, never mind. That's how it is. Yeah, it has of course a cell core. The wing halves fully assembled with servos. Is 332 and 337 gram, which I think is super nice lightweight weight, which was coming out of it. Then we have, and usually you have these 4 pieces here of screws, and then you take the wing off. And yeah, it is, you can see it here. It is strong enough, but it is of course a very lightweight solution. So yeah, how does it look in here? You have these connectors. On the other one, I glued them, but here I saved the weight of the glue, so it's only the connectors which are coming out. They are loose. They get connected to the wing, which is over here. Here's the inside the connector. Looks like that. And then the tail boom is removable, and it is super nicely, the fittings, I mean, the build quality is absolutely flawless. There, it fits perfect. Also, you cannot do it any better. And then you have the 2 servos here. One is here and another one is around there, and then linkage to the tailplane. They are pretty huge, weight around 27 and 28 grams. The linkage is going to be here within these, just let's say, linkage brackets. Screw from top, that's it. And then you have carbon fiber joiner. So that's pretty much how the fuselage is. And then I can maybe show you a little bit about, you have 2 joiners, and then just a second. Yeah. So you have 2 joiners, one with more dihedral and the other one a little bit less. So that's also super nice. I think I only have my first, the cross edge has a joiner which only has this dihedral. I don't know how many degrees it is. I don't know. But yeah, it flies very well. But you definitely, I would say that more dihedral will help the aircraft circling. And this is why I flew and why I also decided to go with this one here and said I definitely want this one in my aircraft, and also for future aircrafts if I order some more, I don't know. This is simply because it helps so much in the circling. So the flat one is actually, for my taste, a little bit too flat. Of course, you still can fly F5j with it, no problem. And that was the plane I used to take for my contests in 2020. Yeah. All right, then around this stuff here, I think it is super lightweighted. You can see quality super nice. And then something about my servos. I think that was also a bit interesting. And this is not that I can really recommend it, because actually I regret it a little bit, how I installed them. But now they are in, and now I have to live with it. And this is also the reason why I changed the ESC. So what's going on? I have these 8-gram servos all over, also for the flaps, for the ailerons, and then also in the tail, in the fuselage for the tail. And in the fuselage, actually, you don't have a lot of space, so there are, let's say, cavities already pre-made for this type of servo. You can buy it from KST, and then it's called X/08 something. And I recently saw ads from a company called PTK. It's Chinese. Yeah, there it is. And I thought, wow, that looks good. Price, of course, is Chinese price. So, and as I needed 6 of them, I said, okay, I try to give it a go. I received them. They are very nicely built. And they, I think they claim that they have at 5.5 voltage around 2.2 kilo something, and then at 8 volt, because they are HV capable, they are around 3 kilos, 3.2 kilo or something. So my ESC, and here's the reason why I want to change it, provides 5.5 volt, and that brings some struggle here in terms of the accuracy from the 0 position. So when it returns to 0, I have a little bit, unsharpness. And it's super annoying because it's not all servos. I think 3 or 4 of them are really accurate. And then I have 2 which are not so accurate. And I'm not 100% sure if this is because of this huge flap that's connected to. And that it has struggles in terms of the moment, the torque moment it can produce. And this is why I ordered a new ESC with a BEC voltage of 8 volt. And then I will try this. Okay, so, and why can I not recommend it the way I build it or I set it in? I mean, it looks maybe nicely, but it is about this thing here. I ordered specifically a version without linkage. On the other one, there was a linkage installed, which was in this kind of RDS system, or what's it called, and that was really nice. But then I got the information that if you want to go super light, then even this RDS is too light. And I said, okay, whatever. So I made my own linkage, and it looks really nice, and it works also really nice. So I have a CNC machine. I milled out my what's it called? These hinge linkages, glued it in, and then I use standard the standard linkage stuff, steel ones, and I usually, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you cannot really see it, but if you grind them quite a lot, then you are able to go to the most inner hole of the servo horn. But still, the problem is that the distance of this turning point and that height of this turning point of the linkage is closer than the distance here on the servo, which means that I have really unfavorable linkage ratio. And that causes, I think, also, so what happens is that I only use maybe 30% of the throw in both directions, and I already maxed out the elevation, not the elevation, sorry, the aileron. Throw. So that was not so good. And then I glued it in, which also is not so good. It's a bit messy, but yeah, it works. And at the end, the aircraft flies really well. I'm super happy with it, even though I'm maybe 50, 70 grams more than I was supposed to have or I expected. But never mind. The aircraft comes with this set of bags over here. And I guess that's it. I will post the video also about the first flight. It's not so good. It's a friend of mine who's just taking this with my mobile phone. Maybe I post some more. I don't know. And if you have any questions, you can put it in the comments. And then I hope you enjoyed it and wish you all a pleasant day. Bye-bye.